Hi, welcome to the channel English Professionally, and I prepared this video especially for you, really. 500 verbs in English with examples. I hope that you like it, and if you really like it, the idea of this video and this video, please put a like. Okay, thanks a lot, and have a look at other videos on this channel, including an amazing video, 250 phrasal verbs with examples. Okay, so really, let's learn these most common irregular verbs. So really, I created this list for you. So be, so you can see, its forms was, were, been. So I underlined irregular verbs. So be is an irregular verb, so I underlined it. So was, were in past simple and been. So do you know when we use was and when we use were? I, he, she, it was, and we use were in other cases. So it was a great party. Have, had, we had a good time together. Like, I liked your idea. Understand, understood. It's also an irregular verb. I'm so happy that I understand you, so I hope that you can say so. Live. Where do you live? Go, went, gone. They went to work. Want. I want to buy it. I want to speak English fluently. Love. I love you very much. Say, said, said. He said it very loudly. Get, got. We got a new offer. What time do you usually get up? Can, could. I can help you. I could help you yesterday. I could help you now. So you know that we use can for present. I can help you. So if you want to say it in the past, you use could. I could help you yesterday. But this verb can, it has one more meaning. I could help you now. It means that I can help you, and really, it sounds more polite. Actually, it means can, but sounds more polite. I could help you now. Okay, could you help me, please? So you can also ask, can you help me, please? But this, question sounds more polite. So it's really very polite. Could you help me, please? Next, work. I work very hard. Wait. Wait for me. Look. Look at them. See, saw, seen. I saw her at the party yesterday. I'll see you off. See off is a phrasal verb, so I think it's okay that sometimes, that we remember common phrasal verbs, and see off means to go with someone, maybe, it's late, and you can tell your girlfriend that I'll go there with you, or I'll see you off. I'll see you off. Okay, so 16. Eat, at, eaten. Let's eat something. Drink, drank, drunk. He drank a glass of juice. Watch. Do you watch TV? Do, did, done. I did my homework an hour ago. Make, made, made. He made a very interesting video. Do you often eat out? So eat out means eat maybe in a cafe, in a restaurant, not at home. It's also a phrasal verb. Feel, felt, felt. I felt good. I felt bad. Take, took, taken. Take this money. It is for you. Give, gave, given. They gave her some advice. Bring, brought, brought. Bring it to me. Send, sent, sent. The letter was sent, so it's passive voice, past simple. Next, receive. She received a letter. Help. They often helped us. Think, thought, thought. What do you think about this problem? Listen. Listen to me. Hear, heard, heard. I heard a strange noise. Play. Can you play chess? Know, knew, known. I knew it a long time ago. Teach, taught, taught. I taught Spanish. Read, read, read. I read a very interesting article. Write, wrote, written. The book was written by him. I need to write it down. Travel. Do you often travel? Sit, sat, sat. Sit down. Stand, stood, stood. Stand up. Break, broke, broken. The boy broke her pen. His car often breaks down. Buy, bought, bought. I bought a flat near the center. Okay, so sell, sold, sold. Her house was sold. Remember, I can't remember it. Forget, forgot, forgotten. I forgot it completely. Improve. I need to improve my English. I need to improve my typing skills. Use. I use the internet every day. Tell, told, told. He told me the latest news. Call. I'll call you later. Call back. It's a phrasal verb, call me back. Okay? So I'll call you back. Find, found, found. We found the right answer. Put, put, put. Put it on the table. Must. You must listen to your teacher. May, might, it means probably, maybe. It may happen or it might happen. Should. You should learn English every day. Would. I would do it now. Why not? Marry. He married her. I'm married. Become, became, become. He became very popular. Repeat. Repeat it, please. Believe. Do you believe in God? Hate. I really hate it. I hate thinking about that. Depend. It depends on you. Try. I'll try to do it. Leave, left, left. They left Russia. They left for Russia. So it means they went to Russia. Okay, so keep, kept, kept. I'll keep your secret. Begin, began, begun. The lesson began 20 minutes ago. Start. The lesson has just started. Wish. I wish you all the happiness in the world. Build, build, build. He built a very small house to our surprise. Cut, cut, cut. He cut his finger. Knock. He knocked at the door. Destroy. It destroyed the building. Seem. It seems to me you are right. Stay. Stay with us. We stayed at home. Fall. Fell. Fallen. She fell down and hurt her leg. Tend. I tend to think there is no justice in the world. Let. She let me come in. I won't let you down. You can rely on me. Sleep, slept, slept. I slept very little. Mean, meant, meant. What do you mean? What does this word mean? Speak, spoke, spoken. Let's speak English. Talk, talk to me. Happen. It happened to me for the first time. Let's talk it over. It means let's discuss it. Turn. We turn back. Turn on the computer. Turn off the computer. Show, showed, shown. He showed his results. He showed his achievements. He showed his progress. Run, ran, run. We are running so fast. He has run out of money. It means that his money finished. Swim, swam, swam. Can you swim? Jump. He jumped very high. Walk. Do you like walking in the park? Offer. They offered us a very strange thing. Earn. They think they can earn more money. Move. They moved to America. Provide. Provide us with all the necessary information. Introduce. Let me introduce myself. Order. I ordered a new, very powerful computer. Open. Open the door. Close. Close the window. Drive. Drove. Driven. Can you drive a car? Ride. Rode. Ridden. Have you ever ridden a horse? Beat. Beat. Bitten. He was bitten. Grow. Grew. Grown. They grow vegetables in their own garden. So talking about people, we use grow up. It's a phrasal verb. For example, I grew up in a small town. Win. Won. Won. I expect they will win. Study. He studies at school. Learn. So it can be a regular verb. Learn, learned, learned. Or an irregular. Learn, learned, learned. So both variants are correct. Let's learn English. Change. I change my point of view. Choose. Chose. Chosen. He chose the wrong answer. He chose the wrong variant. Check. I need to check it. Lose. Lost. Lost. He lost a big sum of money. Spend. 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 I spent $1,000. How do you spend your free time? Waste. She often wastes time. What a pity. Continue. We'll continue learning English with you. Meet. Met. Met. I met her accidentally. Notice. He noticed that he wasn't entirely sure. Okay, so next. Reach. I think he will reach this level. Achieve. I'll achieve my aim. Remain. He remained calm. Include. What does it include? Your name was included. Compare. Don't compare these things. Prefer. I prefer tea to coffee. Set, set, set. I'll set up this program. Fly, flew, flown. He flew to America. Cook. She cooks almost every day. Lead, led, led. It led to serious problems. Follow. I'll follow your advice. Hope. I hope everything will be okay. Stop. Don't stop. Never stop. Die. He died last year. Add. Let me add one thing. Okay, next. Decide. I decided to stay at home. Develop. We need to develop this idea. Finish. When will you finish this project? Imagine. I can't imagine my life without sport. Thank. I'd like to thank you for everything. Carry. I was carrying a very heavy bag. Create. Who created our world? So lie, lied, lied, and lie, lay, laying. So lie, never lie, she lied to him, so this verb is regular. Lie means deceive. So when we don't tell the truth. And lie, lay, lay, he got so tight he lay down. Yeah, maybe on the bed. Okay, so lay, laid, laid. He laid the baby on the bed. Compete. They compete with each other. Allow. She wasn't allowed to leave home alone. Appear, disappear. They appeared and then they disappeared all of a sudden, suddenly. Consider. I'll consider your point of view. Serve. He served in the army. She served the table. Expect. I expect they'll lose. Explain. Can you explain it to me? Afford. I can't afford to buy a new flat. Manage. He managed to pass the test. Suggest. What are you suggesting? What are you getting at? Catch, caught, caught. We caught fish. He caught the ball. Worry. Don't worry. Blow, blew, blown. The wind blew suddenly. Return. When will you return? We're waiting for you. Cry. Don't cry. It's a waste of time. Agree. I absolutely agree with you. Disagree. I totally disagree with you. Wear, wore, worn. He wears glasses. Deliver. Can you deliver it to my house? Describe. Can you describe your girlfriend? Prepare. Did you prepare for this exam? Feed, fed, fed. Did you feed the cat? Mention. He mentioned her in our conversation. Pass. He passed the test. He passed the exam. Answer. Did I answer it correctly? Fail. He failed the test. He failed the exam. Join. He joined a fitness club. End. The movie ended. The movie finished. Share. We're so happy that you share your knowledge with us. Test. We need to test this system. Hide, hid, hidden. She hid behind the building. Cross. We crossed the street. Behave. Behave yourself. Cover. We covered a very long distance. Support. We support your project. Save. Don't forget to save this document. Delete. I'll delete this document. Gather. I like going to the forest. We often gather mushrooms. Miss. I miss you. We missed the bus. Avoid. Avoid making mistakes. Confirm. I'd like to confirm our meeting. Deny. Don't deny it. It's obvious. Search. What are you looking for? I'm searching for this information. Rise, rose, risen. The sun rose, the sun went up. Raise. They raised the price. Vote. Have you ever voted? Require. It requires more knowledge and skills. Fight, fought, fought. They fought very bravely. Act. We were acting in a very strange way. Report. He reported that there was a very serious problem. Promise. I promise I'll keep my word. Care. I don't care about that. Smile. She smiled at me. Fit. This dress fits you perfectly. Solve. I think we'll solve this problem very quickly, or we can use a phrasal verb, sort out. I think we'll sort out this problem very quickly. Pull. The horses pulled the carriage. Push. Push the door. Pick. Collect. I'll pick you up. I'll collect you. I picked up those coins. Last. One lesson lasts for 90 minutes. Throw, threw, thrown. He threw a ball to him. Throw it away. I don't need it. Express. I'd like to express my point of view. Arrive. He arrived in Russia yesterday. Enter. He entered the building. I'd like to enter this university. I'd like to get into this university. Deserve. You deserve respect. Okay, next. So, deal, dealt, dealt. I deal with suppliers. Visit. When did you visit your grandmother last time? Enjoy. I enjoy speaking English. Trust. I trust you completely. Connect. I can't connect these two pieces. Defend. They defend their rights. Attach. I attached two documents to the letter. Hit, hit, hit. He hit the ball very hard. Hurt, hurt, hurt. He hurt her feelings. Discuss. Let's discuss this problem now. Form. Do you know how to form this sentence? Sign. He signed the document. Belong. This thing belongs to me. Sing, sang, sung. She sings so beautifully. Paint. He painted the fence. Perform. They performed the task. Damage. It damaged the building. Draw, drew, drawn. He drew a tiger. Plan. We're planning to live abroad. We're going to live abroad. Promote. Who will promote this brand? Hang, hung, hung. I hung it on the wall. Limit. It limits our freedom. Name, he was named Max. Train, we need to train much more intensively. Construct, the bridge was constructed 20 years ago. Produce, the wine is produced in Italy. Discover, who discovered America? Control, it's difficult to control everything. Present, who will present this material? Guess, can you guess the right answer? Increase and decrease, they increased their sales and decreased their costs. Invite, I'd like to invite you to our party. Fix, we'll fix this problem. Handle, we'll handle this problem. I hope so. Tackle, we'll handle this problem, or we'll tackle this problem, or we'll deal with this problem. These verbs have a similar meaning. Reduce, they reduced their costs. Lift, don't lift it, it's so heavy. Prove, I'll prove you that I'm right. Focus, I'd like to focus on this strategy. Concentrate, I'd like to concentrate on this exam. Cost, cost, cost. How much does it cost? How much is it? Dance, do you like dancing? Celebrate, how do you celebrate New Year? Experience, I have never experienced such a feeling. Translate, can you translate it into English? Announce, it was announced at the airport. Establish, they established a new company. Shake, shook, shaken, they shook hands. Respect, I respect our teacher. Inform, he was informed of the current situation. Dislike, I dislike this behavior. Combine, we need to combine both these methods. Commit, he committed a crime. State, it was stated that no one was in danger. Tear, tore, torn, he tore the book. Argue, don't argue with me. Quarrel, they quarreled after their marriage. They fall out with each other. Fall out means quarrel. They get on well with each other. Get on has the opposite meaning. Force, he forced to leave that place. He was forced to leave that place. Place, it can be a verb, as you see. They placed him in a small room. Face, we faced a very difficult situation. It means we had a very difficult situation. Refuse, he refused to help her. Decline, they declined our offer. Fill in the gaps. Protect, who will protect her from them? Okay, so next. Clean, she cleaned the floor. Affect, this disease can affect lots of people. Divide, divide 15 by 3 and you'll get 5. Cause, it caused lots of protests. Survive, I'll survive, I'm strong enough to live without you. Okay? Base, this story is based on real facts. Install, I'm going to install this program. Advise, what can you advise? Criticize, he was criticized very sharply. Means a lot, he got lots of criticism. Point, I'd like to point out that it works this way. Point out, I'd like to say, to notice. Okay, publish, the book was published 2 years ago. Hire. I'd like to hire 2 more employees. Intend. I intend to work abroad. Realize. I realized that everything was under control. Bear, born. I can't bear it. I can't stand it. It means hate. I hate it. And we often use born. So I was born in a small village. And where were you born? Okay, so next. Accept. We accepted his offer. Observe. We need to observe the situation. Succeed. In doing something. We succeeded in passing the test. It means that we passed the test successfully. Communicate. Communicate. I'd like to communicate with people from other countries. Wave. She waved her hand. Okay, next. Involve. It involves lots of efforts. Exist. This method doesn't exist. Smell. Smelled, smelled, so it can be a regular verb or an irregular verb. Smell, smelt, smelt. It smells awful, it means it smells very bad. Pray. He often prays to God. Block. The way was blocked. Okay, so own. I own this house. It means this house belongs to me. Dream, dreamed, dreamed, or dream, dreamt, dreamt. I have never dreamt about it. Graduate. I graduated from university. Contain. Your lessons contain lots of useful information. Suffer. She suffers from this disease. Recommend. What can you recommend? Borrow. He borrowed lots of money. Lend, lent, lent. Do you often lend money? Kick. He kicked the ball. Burn, burned, burned, or burn, burned, burned. They burned down the house. Reject. They rejected his proposal. Generate. This business generates lots of money. Release. They released a new album. Press. Press the button. Imply. It implies that there is no way back. It means that there is no way back. Delay. We were delayed. Accuse. They were accused of murder. Determine. Who will determine the strategy of our company? Touch. Don't touch me. Shut, shut, shut. They shut the door. Shut means close, or they closed the door. Okay? Address. A parcel was addressed to me. Repair. I'll repair this thing. Escape. They escaped from the city. Invent. Who invented this device? Charge. How much do they charge for delivery? Inspire. Your positive comments inspire me. Ring, ran, run. The bell rang. Scan. I'll scan your documents. Phone. She sometimes calls me, or she sometimes rings me, she sometimes phones me. Climb. He climbed up the tree. Represent. Who will represent our company? Copy. Don't copy his mistakes. It's silly. Prevent. How can we prevent this disaster? Shoot, shot, shot. He shot the bird. Associate. Most people associate this brand with poor quality or with bad quality. Interrupt. Don't interrupt me. Head. They are heading for Madrid. Reveal. The truth will be revealed. Recognize. They didn't recognize me in the beginning. Organize. It was organized beforehand. Complain. Never complain. Investigate. The police investigated the crime, or the police looked into the crime. Design. Who designed this building? Wonder. She was just wondering. Attract. It attracted our attention immediately. Propose. They propose to change the strategy. Separate. They separated in the end. Result. It can result in a very big disaster. Issue. They issued a new book on management. Remove. Remove the dust. Confuse. I often confuse these words. Respond. They haven't responded yet. Matter. It doesn't matter. It matters. It does matter. Welcome. They welcomed us. Greet. He greeted her. Count. You can count on me. Rely. You can rely on me. Aim. They aim at getting this award. Appreciate. I really appreciate it. Thanks a lot for your help. Seek, sought. They seek a solution. It means they look for a solution. They want to find it. Ignore. Don't ignore my words. Drop. Their sales dropped. Print. I don't print money. It's a joke. Claim. They claimed that they would continue doing it. Steal, stole, stolen. They stole a ring with a very big diamond. Ignore. Don't ignore my words. Drop. Their sales dropped. Print. I don't print money. It's a joke. Yeah, we just looked at it. Claim. They claimed that they would continue doing it. Steal, stole, stolen. They stole a ring with a very big diamond. Okay, next. Note. He noted there was a serious mistake. Admire. I admire you. You are so hardworking. Launch. They launched a new product. Register. They haven't registered yet. Identify. We need to identify the problem. Reflect. It reflects the essence of this problem. Resemble. He resembles his father, or he takes after his father. View. They are viewed as terrorists. Apologize. I'd like to apologize for my behavior. Blame. Don't blame me. It isn't my fault. Relate. It doesn't relate to me. Risk. He risked his life. Sound. Your offer sounds strange. Apply. He applied for a job. Remind. It reminds me of my past. Judge. Don't judge and you won't be judged. Grab. He grabbed her hand. Insist. Don't insist on it. I won't change my decision. Resist. I can't resist this feeling. It's so strong. Donate. Please donate. Admit. He admits that there might be a mistake. Warn. I'd like to warn you. It can lead to serious problems. Conduct. They conducted an experiment. Praise. I don't like it when other people praise me. Boast. Stop boasting. I hate it. Demonstrate. They demonstrated their power. Participate means take part. We'll participate in this competition. Spread. This disease can spread very quickly. Surprise. It surprised us greatly. Occur. It has never occurred to us, or it has never happened to us. Sweep, swept, swept. She swept the floor. Found. Moscow was founded in 1147. Yeah, Moscow is the capital of Russia. As you know. Maintain. They need to maintain order. Match. They match each other. Taste. Taste this food. Extend. This area extends along the river. Explode. The bomb exploded. Estimate. How can we estimate their losses? Replace. I doubt we can replace this worker. Complete. We'll complete this project next year. Invest. How much money are you going to invest? Stare. She stared at him. Step. He stepped on my foot. Nod. He nodded. It means he agreed with us. Dress. Do you often dress up? Do you often dress down? So dress up means put on, means to put on formal clothes, and dress down informal clothes. Okay? So next. Attend. I attend his lessons. Emphasize. I'd like to emphasize that it's your choice. Measure. How can we measure the success of our company? Sail. We sailed on a boat. Approach means come closer. He approached her. Okay, so next. Declare. They declared independence. React. How will you react to this event? Lack. He lacks experience. It means he doesn't have enough experience. Exchange. I'd like to exchange dollars. Strike, struck, struck. It struck me that I had left my wallet at home. It means that I understood it suddenly. Okay, so hug. He hugged her. Punish. They weren't punished. Define. How can we define this problem? Tie. He tied his scarf. Contribute. He is going to contribute to the school fund. Surround. The house is surrounded by a beautiful garden. Link. How can you link these events? Refer. Refer to the dictionary for more information. Unite. This work unites us. Rush. We rushed to catch the bus. Locate. Our office is located in the center. Minimize. We need to minimize our risks. Stick, stuck, stuck. I stick to the idea that everyone can succeed in life. It means that I have this idea in my mind that everyone can be successful in life. Examine. He was examined. Select. Few people were selected. Engage. He is engaged in this project. He is involved in this project. They are engaged. Operate. They operated very professionally. Demand. They demanded to surrender. Okay, so encourage. She encouraged me to go on learning English. Mix. I often mix up these words. I often confuse these words. Characterize. How can you characterize him? Mark. I have already marked it on the map. Decorate. We decorated a Christmas tree. Ruin. It ruined his life. Manipulate. She always manipulates him. Record. Are you happy that I'm recording such an informative video? Withdraw, withdrew, withdrawn. He withdrew all his money from his bank account. Threaten. It threatens our security. Strengthen. they need to strengthen their positions. Explore, they explored South Africa. Sing, sang, song, the ship sank. Lengthen, we lengthened our list. Weaken, it weakened his authority. Overcome, overcame, overcome. We managed to overcome all the difficulties on our way. Predict, it's very difficult to predict the future. Expand, we are going to expand our business. Boil, water boils at 100 degrees. Guarantee, we can't guarantee your success. Pretend, he pretended to be a very good student. Suppose, I suppose you're right. Regret, I regret leaving university. Struggle, he's struggling to earn enough money for a living. Tolerate, I can't tolerate this injustice. Stretch, she stretched her leg. Adopt, they decided to adopt a child. Approve, I approve of this decision. Disapprove, I disapprove of this policy. Cheat, she cheated in the exam. It's disgusting. Obtain, they obtained permission. Oppose, they oppose to this decision. Acknowledge, she acknowledged that there was a problem. Eliminate, she eliminated sugar from her diet. Disturb, don't disturb me, I'm busy. Convince, she convinced me that I needed to start doing something different, or she persuaded me that I need to do it. So they have a similar meaning, convince and persuade. Ought to means should. They ought to change their strategy. Double, triple. Their sales doubled, so they became twice bigger, and triple, they became 3 times bigger. Relax, I'm so tired, I need to relax. I'm so tired, I need to have a rest. Differ, his opinion differs from mine. Rub, so we often hear rub something out. It means erase, so I'll rub it out. I understand my mistake. Oh, he owes me $3,000. So broadcast, 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 or it can be a regular verb, broadcast, broadcasted, broadcasted. The program was broadcast live. Click, let's click on this image. Cast, cast, cast. He cast a look at her. Illustrate. Could you illustrate your point of view with some examples? Doubt. I doubt he'll do it. Educate. He was educated in the best school. Function. Everything functions properly. Brush. He brushed his hair. Store. It is stored in his flat. Clear. He cleared his room. Lower. They lowered the entrance fee. Adapt. I'll adapt to these conditions. Rescue. He rescued a small child. He is a real hero. Okay? Employ. The company employed more staff. Practice. Practice English daily. Cope. I'll cope with this task. Expose. Our planet is exposed to lots of dangers. Satisfy. It will satisfy your needs. Motivate. It really motivates me. It helps me go on doing it. Calculate. Let's calculate our costs. Cite. He cited personal reasons. Land. The plane landed 2 hours ago. Hand. Could you hand me this book, please? It means could you give me this book, please? And 5 more verbs. So devote. I devote my free time to English. Violate. They violated the law. Dedicate. I have dedicated my life to teaching English. Exceed. It can exceed your expectations. Regulate. Who regulates the law? Okay, thanks a lot for attention. See you soon. Bye. And thanks a lot for your support. Yeah, it goes without saying, that's true. Bye-bye. Hi, welcome to the channel English Professionally, and let's learn 100 irregular verbs with examples. I think it's very important to look at different examples. It's very good for progress. So let's do it. Okay, so really, I prepared, this list of most common irregular verbs especially for you. So welcome. Be, was, were, been. So you see the verb, then you see the second form, so we use it in past simple, and then you see the third form. So you'll see different examples with the second form and with the third form too. Okay, be, was, were, been. And I think that you have a question, so when do we use was and when do we use were? So we use was with I, he, she, it. Look, I was at home. He was at home. She was at home. It was at home. How do we call this tense? We call it past simple tense. Past simple tense. Right. So when do we use were? With we, you, they. We were at home. You were at home. They were at home. Next. It was interesting. The lesson was interesting. The lesson was interesting. So you see, the lesson means it, and we know that it was. So the lesson was interesting. Next, I have been there many times. I have been there many times. So you see, really, what tense is it? I have been there many times. So it's present perfect. It's present perfect. How do we know that it's present perfect? How do we know that? Who knows? We form this tense this way. Have or has plus past participle. Past participle. Past participle means the third form. The third. Past participle means the third form. So it's here. Been is a past participle. It's the third form. Right. So present perfect. Yeah, and you see that there is have plus past participle or the third form, so you can understand that it's present perfect. Right, but why do we use present perfect? Because we see many times, so if you use many times, so you have to use present perfect, so it's a rule. Okay, and I think it's okay if we remember some phrasal verbs. For example, be out, it's a phrasal verb. He was out. He was out. It means he wasn't at home. Next. Have, had. I had a day off yesterday. It means I didn't work, I didn't go to work. We had a break. We had a great time together. You just need to remember these phrases. Have a break, have a day off, have a great time. You need to remember these phrases, okay? So next, and one more example with the third form of past participle. I have never had such good friends. I have never had such good friends. Or you can also use a short form. I've never had such good friends. So what tense is it? So it's present perfect. Present perfect. Why? Why is it present perfect? Because we see have plus the third form plus past participle. I have never had such good friends. So if we have never, something happen that is true now too, that's right now too, so we use present perfect. It's a rule. Do, did, done. I did my homework. I did it very well. She did it perfectly. We have just done it. So just tells us that we need to use present perfect. It was done on time. It was done on time. So, we have just done it. It's present perfect. So we talked about its formation. We talked about its formation, how we form this tense. But I think that you also need to have a look at the next structure. It's passive voice. It's passive voice. We form it this way: was, were, plus past participle, or plus the third form. We call it the third form. So it's done. It's done. Yeah? It's a past participle. Okay, so you see, it was done on time. So, it was done by someone. So we use passive voice. It was done on time. And let's remember some phrasal verbs. I think it's okay. And you know that right now we are learning English grammar. We are improving our vocabulary. And you know that these examples are quite common in English speech. So you're also improving your speaking skills and listening skills too. Because you're listening, right? You're listening to English speech. It's very good for your progress, and you can listen to this video several times. Okay, do up. We did up our room. We did up our room. It means that we did repairs. We did repairs. Maybe our room was in a bad condition, and then we did up our room. We redecorated it. And one more phrasal verb, do over. We did it over. It means we did it again. Well, so go, went, gone. We went to the cinema. They went to the park. He has just gone out. So just tells us that we need to use present perfect. It's because of just. Get, got. I got a present. Really? I like getting presents. And you? He got his salary. Salary means money which you get at work. Money which you get at work. So it's called salary. He got his salary. I've just got this message. And you see a phrasal verb, get up. He hasn't got up yet. So, you know that we have present perfect because of yet. We put it at the end of the sentence. Say, said, said. I said it again. I repeated it. I said it very loudly. She has already said it. So we have present perfect because of already. Because of what's already is present perfect. We put it in the middle. And it was said yesterday. It's passive voice. It's passive voice. Oh, sorry. It's passive voice. So I think that you know how we form it. Was, were, plus past participle was, were, plus past participle. So you see, was and said is a past participle. So it was said yesterday. So nothing difficult. Passive voice. 7. Come, came, come. He came back. She came to the meeting. She hasn't come back yet, so it's present perfect because of yet. I don't know where she is. Come across is a phrasal verb. It means meet. Come across means meet. So I have come across this word many times, or you can say I have met this word many times. So you have many times, so you have to use present perfect. Okay, so see, saw, seen. I saw her yesterday. She saw me in the park. I have never seen it before. It's present perfect because of never. See off. I saw her off. It means that I went with her to her flat or house, to the place where she lived, maybe because it was dark. Okay, so I saw her off. See someone off. And you know that I think it's a good idea for you to have a look at our playlist on phrasal verbs, and I really hope you'll enjoy it. Tell, told, told. I told her about that. She hasn't told me about that problem yet. So we have yet, so we use, present perfect. Tell off, it's a phrasal verb. He was told off, or he was criticized. Tell off means criticize. Think, thought, thought. I thought about it. I have never thought about such things. So we have never, so we use present perfect. And think over. We haven't thought it over yet. We'll make a decision a bit later. So think over means to think more thoroughly, to spend more time on thinking it. Yeah? So, yeah, we haven't thought it over yet. So we need more time to think about it. We'll make a decision a bit later. Understand, understood, understood. I understood you. I understood this lesson. I have just understood you. So it's present perfect because of just. Take, took, taken. I took her with me. She took my book. This bag was taken. So it's passive voice. It's passive voice. It means that someone took this bag. So this bag was taken by someone. Take in. He was taken in. It means that someone tricked him, someone deceived him. And take off, the plane took off. The plane took off. So the opposite verb is landed. So the plane landed, and take off is the opposite. It has the opposite meaning. So it took off, and we can see it in the sky, somewhere in the sky. Speak, spoke, spoken. We spoke English. I have just spoken to her. So it's present perfect because of just. And speak up. It means to speak more loudly. Speak up. I can't hear you at all. Speak up. I can't hear you at all. Eat, ate, eaten. We ate together. I have just eaten 2 apples. All the food was eaten. So it's passive voice was plus past participle. It's eaten. All the food was eaten. And we have this phrasal verb eat out. It means to eat not at home, maybe to eat in a public place, for example in a cafe or in a restaurant. So you see, we often eat out, but it was a bit expensive. So you understand that it's usually cheaper to eat at home. Okay, so drink, drink, drank, drunk. I drank a glass of juice. He drank a bottle of water. I have just drunk a cup of tea. So it's present perfect because of just. Okay, so know, knew, known. I knew it. It wasn't surprising for me. We knew the answer. We have known each other for 5 years, so it's present perfect because of for. Because of for. You know that present perfect, I think this tense is quite simple. So there is a connection. There is a connection with the present. There is a connection with the present. There is a connection with the present. So we have known each other for 5 years. So it isn't a distant past. It's true now. It isn't a distant past. It's true now. Okay? It isn't a distant past. It's also true now. It's also true. It's also true now. It's also true now. Okay, so yes, there is a connection with the present. It isn't a distant past. It's also true now. Okay, make. He made a mistake. She has just made 2 mistakes. 3 mistakes were made. So it's passive voice in past simple. And make up. So I made up this sentence. I made up this sentence. So I built this sentence. I constructed it. So it has this meaning. Okay, give, gave, given. He gave me a present. The toy was given to her. Was plus past participle. Give up. He gave up smoking. Give up means stop. You can say he gave up smoking or he stopped smoking. Put, put, put. I put it on the table. The box was put near the door. It's passive voice was plus past participle. And put on. It's a phrasal verb. He put on a warm coat. So he put it on his body. Read, read, read. I read a very interesting book. She hasn't read this story yet. I have already. Yeah, you see, it's present perfect here because of already. I have already read your message. Write, wrote, written. Okay, so I wrote a letter. She wrote a message. A very long letter was written. Write down. I wrote it down. I didn't want to forget it. Right, so for example, you see a new word, you don't know how to translate it, you don't know its meaning, and you can write it down to have it on paper. so that you remember it better. Okay, so forget, forget, forgot, forgotten. I forgot it. I can't remember it. And it was forgotten. Was plus past participle. It was forgotten. So past participle is the third form. They often forgot things. Their memory was awful. Hear, heard, heard. I heard it from him. I have never heard about it. I hear it for the first time. So it's the same story here, never. So we have present perfect because of never. I heard it in the news. I heard it on the radio. You see, very useful phrases. In the news and on the radio. Right. Fall, fell, fallen. She fell down and hurt her leg. He has just fallen down. And fall out means to have a disagreement, to quarrel. So they often fell out with each other. They often quarrel with each other. They often disagree with each other. They don't agree with each other. They have some problems. Feel, felt, felt. I felt very good. He felt bad. I felt very uncomfortable. She has never felt so happy. Buy, bought, bought. I bought a new house. I bought a new flat. He has just bought a new car. Fly, flew, flown. I flew to America. He flew to Spain. He has just flown to Russia. So as you understand, so we use present perfect because of just. Begin, began, begun. Yeah, begin. So we write it this way, be, but we pronounce it be, not be. Be. Begin, begin, began, begun. The meeting began. The lesson began, or the lesson started. So began, begin, and start are similar verbs, but begin sounds more formal. The conference has already begun. Become, became, become. He became famous. She became a teacher. She has become very popular. You see it very clearly. So there is some connection with the present. You see it very clearly. So you use present perfect. Bring, brought, brought. Bring, brought, brought. I brought it to her. The present was brought to him. So the present means it was. Was plus past participle. The present was brought to him. And bring up. I was brought up by my grandparents. It means that I was educated by them. So, or they looked after me. They helped me to become an adult. They helped me grow up. So you remember that you can say they helped me to grow up or they helped me grow up. So both variants are correct. Break, broke, broken. He broke that pan. He has just broken the window. And break down, so we often use this phrasal verb talking about cars. The car broke down. Well, so drive, drove, driven. I drove a car yesterday. She has never driven a car. She rode a bike. Pay, paid, paid. I paid for her. We paid for the tickets. You haven't paid for it yet. So you remember that if we have yet, we use present perfect and we put it at the end of the sentence. Sit, sat, sat. I sat on a chair. He sat in an armchair. Please remember to sit on a chair, but to sit in an armchair. I sat down. Stand, stood, stood. He stood up. She stood behind him. Sleep, slept, slept. I slept for 9 hours. He slept in the afternoon. He slept for a very long time. Build, build, build. I built a house. The house was built yesterday. It's passive voice. Was plus past participle, was plus built. The building hasn't been built yet. So, it's present perfect passive. So present perfect, we have present perfect because of yet, and present perfect passive because it was done by someone. So I think that you know how we form this tense: have has plus been, have has plus been, plus past participle, or plus the fourth form, or it can be haven't or hasn't if we have a negative form. So the building hasn't been, and plus past participle plus the third form built. The building hasn't been built yet. Find, found, found. I found my keys. I found what I wanted. He hasn't found his wallet yet. Find out. To find out more, you can visit my website. It means to know more, you can visit my website. Send, sent, sent. I sent her a message. I sent her a letter. We sent her a postcard. The message was sent to him. Was plus past participle, right? So was plus past participle, it's sent. Was sent. Spend, spent, spent. He spent $20. We spent lots of time. $20 were spent. It's passive voice, were plus past participle. Swim, swam, swam. I swam in the lake. I swam in the sea. I haven't swum in the ocean yet. So it's present perfect because of yet. Haven't or hasn't plus past participle, it's here. Next, teach, taught, taught. She taught English. I taught Spanish. She has never taught Russian. Wake, woke, woken. I woke him up. I woke up very early in the morning. He hasn't woken up yet. Leave, left, left. He left Russia. I left Moscow. I left for America. Leave for means go to. So you can say I left for America or I went to America. Leave out means not include. Not include. So his name was left out. It means okay, so there is something wrong with my mouse, but I hope it will be okay. So it's okay. So his name wasn't included. His name wasn't included. Lose, lost, lost. He lost his wallet. He lost his mind. Lots of money was lost. So was plus past participle. Meet, met, met. I met him in the park. I met him yesterday. I have never met him before. Cut, cut, cut. He cut himself. I cut the rope. He cut his finger. And cut up. He cut up the food. It means he cut it into small pieces. Sell, sold, sold. He sold his house. The flat was sold. All the goods were sold and sell out. All the sugar was sold out. It means that it was sold completely. It was sold completely. Well, so cost, cost, cost. You know, sometimes it's easy to remember irregular verbs because they have the same forms. For example, put, 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 cost, 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 let, let, let. Okay, anyway, so it cost $10. So it's about the past. It can't be about the present, because if it were about the present, so it would be costs. It costs, yeah, he, she, it. If we have he, she, it, we add s. But we have it cost, so it's about the past. So it's grammar. So it cost $10. It cost too much. It cost lots of money. Grow, grew, grown. They grew carrots. I grew vegetables in my garden. Grow up. Yeah, talking about people, we use grow up. For example, I grew up in America, I grew up in England, so it's where you spend your childhood. Okay, so write, rode, ridden. I rode a horse yesterday. I rode a bike, and I have never ridden a camel. So please remember this phrase is ride a horse, ride a bike. It means ride a bicycle. So if we talk about a motorbike, so we say drive a motorbike, but it means ride a bicycle. Next, keep, kept, kept. I kept her secret. It means that I didn't tell other people about his secret. And we have a phrasal verb keep on. It means go on. He kept on doing it. It means he went on doing it, or he continued doing it. Well, so wear, wore, worn. I wore warm clothes yesterday. I wore glasses. She wore a very beautiful dress. Blow, blew, blown. The wind blew. The wind blew suddenly. The wind was blowing, it was raining. So we are using past continuous. So you can ask why. So what's the reason for it? You know, when we describe some situation in the past, we often use past continuous. The wind was blowing, it was raining, we were walking to some place, and so on. Okay, so next, choose, chose, chosen. I chose the right answer. Yeah, good. He chose the wrong answer. It's terrible. I haven't chosen the most suitable variant. The most suitable variant, it means the best variant for me. Haven't chosen the most suitable variant. Okay, so what is next? Catch, caught, caught. I caught the ball. The thieves were caught. It's passive voice. So we have were because the thieves means they were, and we add past participle. So it's caught. It's caught. The thieves were caught. Catch up with. I couldn't catch up with them. they were running so fast. It means that I was running after them and I was running slowly. I was running slowly, and so I couldn't run so fast. I couldn't run so fast. Next, so it's win. Win, won, won. I won. I took the first place. We won thanks to his help. I have won in this kind of competitions many times. So it's present perfect, have won because of many times. Feed, fed, fed. I fed my cat. I fed my dog. He was fed. It means that someone fed him. Its passive voice was past participle. And let's look at this phrase fed up with. He is fed up with his homework. It means that he really hates it. Really, he doesn't like it. He doesn't like it at all. Forgive, forgave, forgiven. I forgave him. He was forgiven. I have forgiven him many times. Ran, ran, run. I ran him. It means I called him. The bell rang. Ring back or call back. I rang him back or I called him back. Let. Let's do it. Let's go there, for example, and I let him do it. It means that I told him, okay, you can do it. I let him play computer games for an hour. I told him, it's okay, you can play computer games for an hour. And let down, this phrasal verb has a negative meaning. He let me down badly, so you know that he did something bad. He did something bad. Maybe he was my friend. I expected his help, but in fact, he didn't help me. He didn't help me. Okay, so run. Run, ran, run. I ran very fast. I ran across the park. I have never run so fast. Run away. The thieves managed to run away. It means the thieves managed to escape. Sing, sang, song. She sang a very beautiful song. She sang very beautifully. That song was amazing. Draw, drew, drawn. I drew a very beautiful picture. He drew an elephant. She drew a tiger. Lie, lay, lain. He lied to her. So this phrasal verb is regular. It means he told her some information which wasn't true. Yeah, but if we are talking about lying, for example, in bed, so it's irregular. Lie, lay, lain. Look, I lay down. So maybe I lay down on the sofa. I was really tired. Yeah, he lay on the sofa. He lay on the sofa. Well, so lay, laid, laid. He laid it on the table, or he put it on the table. He laid the ladder near the wall. He put the ladder near the wall. Foresee, foresee, foresaw, foreseen. I foresaw everything. It means that I predicted everything, so I could look into the future. He foresaw these radical changes. So he thought that these radical changes would happen. Okay, so hide, hid, hidden. He hid behind the wall. He hid from her. I hid behind that building. Hurt, hurt, hurt. He hurt his leg. It hurt her feelings. She hurt her arm. Lend, lend, lend. He lent her $2,000. I lent him this sum of money. I lent him this book. Steal, stole, stolen. He stole $10,000. Oh, it's terrible. All this money was stolen, really. A very bad thing, it's a pity. He stole this information. Throw, thrown. He threw a ball. She threw a toy to him. Throw away. So when you don't need it, you throw it away. It's like rubbish or garbage. She threw it away. She didn't need it. Deal, dealt. I deal with suppliers. It means that I work with suppliers. I dealt with our clients. I worked with our clients. I dealt with our customers. I worked with our customers. Maybe I solved some problems concerning them. I dealt with very difficult situations. So I had very difficult situations, but so I have this experience. Beat, beaten. They beat him very hard. He was beaten. Stick, stuck. So remember this phrase. We got stuck in a traffic jam. It means that there was a traffic jam and, we spent maybe too much time. We spent some time there, so we couldn't move fast. And stick to, it means believe, have. I stuck to that idea. It means I believed in something, or I had that idea. Hang, hung. I hung it on the door. I hung it on a hook. Shine, shone. The sun was shining brightly. The sun shone for an hour and then it disappeared. Shake, shook, shaken. They shook hands. He has just shaken the bottle. Shoot, shot. He shot very well. He shot the bird. He was shot. Dig, dug. I dug in the garden. I dug a hole. Hit. I hit the ball. They hit him. He was hit. Well, so rise, rose, risen. The sun rose. The sun went up. The sun rose or the sun went up. The price of oil rose sharply. It means it went up, so it became higher. Our sales rose greatly. It means they increased, so we started selling more. Retell, retold. I retold that story. So I told the story to someone. He retold that book. Hold, held. I held it in my arms. Hold up means delay. I was held up because of a traffic jam, or I was held up in a traffic jam. So I was held up means I was delayed. So I spent some time there. It stopped me. Yeah. Okay, so, and it took me longer to get to some place. Spoil, spoiled. It spoiled everything. It spoiled our plans. The food got spoiled, or the food became spoiled. But you can also say the food spoiled, the food got spoiled. Okay, next. Bite, bit, bitten. The dog bit him. Okay, he has never been bitten by a dog. So it's present perfect passive. Present perfect passive. So it's present perfect. So why it's present perfect? Can you answer this question? I'm sure that you can. So because of never. And why do we have passive voice? Because we have by. It was done by someone or by something. So you know that we form it this way. Have, has, plus been plus past participle plus past participle. So he has never been bitten by a dog. Bend, bend, bent. He bent forwards. She bent forwards to pick up that coin, to take it. Forbid, forbade, forbidden. It was forbidden. It is forbidden. Smoking is forbidden. It means that smoking is allowed. You can't smoke. Well. Tear, tore, torn. He tore the book. She tore that piece of paper. Freeze, froze, frozen. The lake froze. The pond froze hard. Mean, meant, meant. It meant nothing. It meant a lot for me. I meant to help him. It means that I was going to help him. I intended to help him. Show, showed, shown. They showed their results. He showed his wealth, so he showed how rich he was. Show off, so it has a negative meaning. She often showed off. I didn't like it. So maybe she, she was behaving, strangely. Maybe in public she wanted, other people to notice her. She wanted other people to notice her. Shut, shut, shut. He closed the door, or he shut the door. Shut up. It sounds rude, impolite. Misunderstand, misunderstood, misunderstood. I am afraid that you misunderstood me. It means I'm afraid that you didn't understand me correctly. Next, he misunderstood me. He didn't understand me at once. It means he didn't understand me immediately. Swear, swore, sworn. He swore in front of the children. It was disgusting. It means that he was saying bad words. He has sworn many times. He swore that he hadn't done it. It means that he promised that he hadn't done it. Or, he said it sincerely. Sweep, swept, swept. She swept the floor. I often swept the floor when I was in the country house. Sing, sank, sunk. The boat sank. The ship sank. It went under the water. Sat, sat, sat. I set it near my computer. Set up. He set up his own company. He founded his own company, so he started up his own business. Set off. They set off very early. It means they went on a trip very early. Or they went on a journey very early. Withdraw, withdrew, withdrawn. It means take back. He withdrew all his money, so he took all his money from his bank account. I withdrew just $500. I didn't need more. Overcome, overcame, overcome. I overcame all the difficulties. She has overcome all the difficult things. All the difficult, yeah? You see, all the difficult things may be on her way. Yes, on her way. On her way. Oh, my typing skills are terrible. Please forgive me. Okay, so she has overcome all the difficult things on her way. Okay, I really hope you enjoyed this lesson, and thanks a lot for your support. I really like to thank you for your attention, for your support. I really need it, and it's very important for our channel. So really, let's make it better together. Okay, thanks a lot. See you soon. Bye. Hi, welcome to the channel English Professionally, and let's study 300 English verbs. Really, I think it's a good idea. If you like this idea, please put a like, and you can also watch all the playlist. Okay, so It isn't just 300 English verbs, it's 300 most common English verbs, and I prepared these English verbs especially for you. Yeah, from my experience, most common English verbs from my experience. Okay, have, had, had. Irregular verb, irregular verb. I have a family. Be, was, were, been. Irregular. I want to be happy. Understand. Understood, understood. Irregular. I understood your point of view. Go, went, gone. Irregular. For example, we went to the cinema. Come, came, come. Irregular. I came home late. Get, got, got. Irregular. I got a present. Want. I want to do it as soon as possible. Work. I work 5 days a week. Walk. I often walk in the park. Like. I like your lessons. I like it. Love. I love you. Enjoy. I enjoy sport. Live. I live in Moscow. Do, did, done. Irregular. I want to do it again. Make, made, made. Irregular. He made a mistake. Think. Irregular. Think, thought, thought. I think you are right. Eat. Irregular. Eat, ate, eaten. I ate 2 apples. Drink. Irregular. Drink, drank, drunk. I drank a glass of juice. Smoke. Do you smoke? Wait. Wait for me, please. Take. Irregular. I took him with me. Give. Irregular. Give, gave, given. She gave me $500. Bring. Irregular. Bring, brought, brought. She brought a present to us. Know. Irregular. Know, knew, known. I know English very well. Remember. I remember it very clearly. I don't remember it. Forget. Irregular. Forget, forgot, forgotten. I forgot it completely. Pay. Irregular. Pay, paid, paid. I paid for her. Buy. Irregular. Buy, bought, bought. I bought a new house. Sell. Irregular. Sell, sold, sold. She sold her flat. Call. I'll call you back in a minute. Can. Can, could. It's a modal verb. I can speak English. I can do it. Could. It's also a modal verb and, a past form of can. I could run very fast. And you can see the second example. I think you could help us. Could you help me, please? Must. It's also a modal verb. I must improve my English. Would. I would help them. Feel. Irregular. Feel, felt, felt. Hope. I hope it will happen. Say. Irregular. Say, said, said. She said it very loudly. Tell. Irregular. Tell, told, told. I told her about that problem. Speak. Irregular. Speak, spoke, spoken. I speak English and Russian. We spoke about different things. Talk. Let's talk about it. Help. I'll help you. Don't worry. Write. Irregular. Write, wrote, written. I wrote a message to her. Read. Irregular. Read, read, read. I have already read this book. Break. Irregular. Break, broke, broken. They broke the window. The car broke down. Right, the car broke down, and then, so you see number 45. Yeah, 45. 45, cut. Irregular. Cut, cut, cut. He cut himself. Next, hurt. Irregular. Hurt, hurt, hurt. He hurt his finger. Injure. He injured his arm. Mean. Meant, meant, meant. What do you mean? What does this word mean? Look. Look, they're coming. Find. Irregular. Find, found, found. I found my keys. Lose. Irregular. Lose, lost, lost. She lost her keys. Win. Irregular. Win, won, won. She won. She was so happy. Use. I often use the internet. Meet. Irregular. Meet, met, met. I met him in the park. Continue. I'll continue recording these lessons if you like them. Okay? So, next. Try. I tried to pass the test. Should. It's a modal verb. You should study harder if you want more progress. Need. I need to go there. May and might are modal verbs. You can say it may happen or it might happen. Okay? So, what is next? Ask. She asked me a very interesting question. Answer. I answered that question. Prefer. I prefer to drink green tea. Put. Put, put. Irregular verb. I put it on the table. Start. The lesson started on time. Begin. Irregular. Begin, began, begun. The meeting began. See. Irregular. See, saw, seen. I saw her yesterday. Agree. I absolutely agree with you. Disagree. I disagree with him. Watch. I often watch movies on YouTube. Dance. I like dancing. Sit. Irregular. Sit, sat, sat. He sat on a chair. Stand. Irregular. Then he stood up. Stop. I stopped there for a minute. Finish. I usually finish my work very late. Listen. Listen to me. Hear. Irregular. Hear, heard, heard. I heard it in the news. Play. We often play football. Worry. Don't worry about that. Sing. Irregular. Sing, sang, sung. I like singing. It's my hobby. Study. I study at school. Change. He changed his decision. Learn, learned, learned, or learned, learned. Okay, so I have already learned this text by heart. Teach, taught, taught. I teach English. Open. I opened the door. Close. I closed the door. Fall. Irregular. Fall, fell, fallen. He fell down. Leave, left, left. I left Moscow. Irregular verb, leave. And keep is also an irregular verb. So you see, I'll keep my promise. Hold. Irregular. Hold, held, held. She held it in her arms. Grow, grew, grown. He grows vegetables in his garden. Belong. Irregular, yeah, it's an irregular verb, grow. Belong, it belongs to me. Own. I own this house. This house belongs to me. Offer. They offered me a very strange thing. Cook. I think I can cook very well. Let. Irregular. Let's go. I let her do it. Seem. It seems to me is the right decision. Sleep. Irregular. Sleep, slept. I slept well. Wake. Irregular. Wake, woke, woken. I woke up an hour ago. Deliver. They'll deliver these goods. Turn. We turn back. I turned on the computer. Switch. I switched on the computer. Show. Irregular. Show, showed, shown. He showed it to me. Run. Irregular. Run, ran, run. We ran very fast. Move. We moved to America. It was 10 years ago. Believe. I believe in God. I believe you. I believe in you. Repeat. Repeat it, please. Revise. We need to revise our knowledge. Save. I saved this document. Spend. Irregular. Spend, spent. I spent $300 last month. I like spending time with my friends. Hate. I hate doing it. Return. He returned home. He came back home. Or he came back home. Decide. I decided to find another job. Drive. Drove, driven. Irregular. I often drive a car. I like it. Ride, rode, ridden. Irregular. I can ride a bike. Thank. Thanks. Thank you. I'd like to thank you for it. I'd like to thank you for your support. Invite. He invited me to the party. Reach. I reached that level. Improve. I want to improve my English and I'll do it. Develop. I want to develop my listening skills. Okay? So, to develop my professional skills. Happen. It happened to me. Join. I joined a fitness club. Include. I included that example. Provide. He needs to provide his family. Set. Irregular. He set it on the desk. I set up a new program. Follow. I'll follow you. Allow. Smoking isn't allowed. Add. I'd like to add one thing. Appear or disappear. Here, two opposite verbs. He appeared and then disappeared. Die. No one wants to die. Kill. He was killed. Send. Irregular. Send. I sent her a message. Reply. They replied immediately. Receive. I got your letter, or I can say I received your letter. Okay, next. Produce. It is produced in China, or it is made in China. Build. Irregular. Build. They built a house. Fight. Fought. Irregular. They fought very bravely. Beat. Beaten. Irregular. They beat him hard. Destroy. It destroyed the building completely. Okay, next. So, burn. Burned. They burned the house. Protect. It will protect you from cold. Stay. I'm staying at home. Lie. He lied to her. Or laying. It can be an irregular verb, but it can have another meaning. I lay in bed. Okay, so you see lie, lay, laying. Fly, flew, flown. Irregular. I flew to New York. Travel. I often travel. I like traveling. Require. They require more information. Pull. The horses were pulling the carriage. Push the door. Carry. I was carrying her bag. It was heavy. Wear. Wore, worn. I wear glasses. Irregular. Pick. I picked it up. Support. You support me. I know. Thank you very much. Hit. Irregular. Hit. Hit, hit. They hit him. Kick. He kicked the ball. Catch. Irregular. Catch. Caught, caught. I caught the ball. Throw. Irregular. Throw, threw, thrown. He threw a ball to him. Choose. Irregular. Choose, chose, chosen. I've chosen the right variant. Describe. Can you describe this situation? Paint. He painted the fence. Draw. Drew, drawn. Irregular. He drew a horse. Realize. I realized that I wasn't right. Increase. I want to increase our sales. Decrease. I want to decrease our costs. Reduce. We reduced our costs. Okay, so deal. Dealt, dealt. I deal with suppliers. Smile. She smiled at me. Laugh. Don't laugh at me. Fill. Fill in the form, please. Compare. I'd like to compare these two figures. Concentrate. I need to concentrate. Focus. I'd like to focus on this problem. Discuss. Let's discuss it. Present. He presented his results. Enter. I entered the building. Prepare. He prepared for the exams. Check. I'll check your work. Pass. I passed the test. I passed the exam. Fail. He failed the test. Knock. He knocked at the door. Jump. He jumped very high. Hang. Irregular. Hang, hung, hung. Hang it. Arrive. They arrived at the airport. I arrived in New York. Miss. I missed the bus. I miss you. Exchange. Let's exchange our ideas. Okay? Force. He was forced to leave that building. Prove. I'll prove that I'm right. Sound. It sounds interesting. Refuse. He refused to help me. Care. I don't care about that. Okay? Cost. Irregular. It costs a lot. Visit. I'll visit you tomorrow. Wish. I wish you happiness. Express. Let me express my point of view. Control. I'll control everything. Sign. I'll sign this document. Limit. They limit our freedom. Publish. I'll publish a new book soon. Release. They released a new album. Imagine. Can you imagine it? Apply. I applied for a job. Announce. They have already announced it. Blow. The wind is blowing. Shine. The sun is shining brightly. Okay? So blow, blew, blown. Yeah, irregular. Blow, blew, blown. So the wind is blowing. Blow is an irregular verb. Shine. Okay? Shine, shone. Shine, shone, shone. It's also an irregular verb. So you see. Okay, so the sun is shining brightly. Marry. He married her. She married him. Okay, so notice. I didn't notice it. Hide. Hid, hidden. He hid from us. Hire. I want to hire 2 more employees. So as you see, hide is an irregular verb. Fit. This dress fits me. Retire. He was old and it isn't surprising that he retired. Fit, fit, fit. We often say so. Fit, fit, fit. Okay? Okay, next. So, what is next? Let me see. Just a second. Okay, so fit, and retire. He was old, and it isn't surprising that he retired. Yeah, well done. Okay, so shake, shook, shaken, irregular. Shake, shook, shaken. They shook hands. Discover. The scientists discovered a new planet. Exist. Do you think that life on other planets exists? Cancel. He cancelled the meeting. Postpone. The conference was postponed. Next. Test. Will test your knowledge. Suffer. She suffers from pain. Achieve. I'll achieve this aim. Order. He ordered it again. Plan. I'm going to find another job, or I'm planning to find another job. Count. You can count on me. Divide. I divided it into several parts. Collect. He collects coins. He collected his kids. Feed. Fed. He fed his dog. Introduce. Let me introduce myself. Yeah, feed is an irregular verb, as you see. Okay, so next, vote. He voted for that candidate. Touch. Don't touch me. Lift. He lifted a very heavy bag. Cry. Baby, don't cry. Afford. I can't afford to buy a flat in Moscow, so you know it's very expensive. Okay? Avoid. He avoids talking to her. Complete. We completed that project. Commit. He committed a crime. Demonstrate. They demonstrated their power. Threaten. It threatens our security. Experience. I have never experienced such a feeling. Earn. I earn enough money. Promote. They promote their own brand. Gather. I gathered mushrooms in the forest. Survive. I will survive. Suit. It doesn't suit me. Deny. He denied all the accusations. Associate. I don't associate happiness with money. Ignore. They ignore her. Influence. It influenced me profoundly or greatly. Insist. She insists on it. Remind. It reminded me of my past mistakes. Cross. I crossed the street. Promise. I promise I'll keep my word. Welcome. We welcomed our guests. Train. I need to train more if I really want to get into a better shape. Bend. So you see, bend. They bent it very quickly. Lean. Land. So we often meet it too. I leaned against the wall. Escape. The thieves managed to escape. Criticize. It's easy to criticize other people. Intend. I intend to visit that place. Expand. I want to expand our business. Okay? Next, argue. Don't argue with me. Quarrel. They often quarrel, they often fall out. Fall out is a phrasal verb. Rely. You can rely on me. Relax. I want to relax. I want to have a rest. Swim. Swim is an irregular verb, and I think you know its forms. Swim, swam, swam. I like swimming, and you? Trust. I don't think we can trust him. Complain. He often complains about his clients. Communicate. I want to communicate with people from different countries. Warn. He was warned. Record. I want to record more videos. I hope you'll support me. Surround. He was surrounded by his enemy. Advise. What can you advise? Recommend. Or what can you recommend? Attract. It attracted my attention. Suppose. I suppose he did the right thing. Guess. Can you guess the right answer? Clean. I clean my teeth twice a day. Steal, stole, steal, stole, stolen. Irregular. He stole her purse. Really, it's terrible. Judge. Don't judge and you won't be judged. Inspire. Your comments and likes inspire me. Yeah, really, that's true. Surprise. It surprised me greatly. Encourage. My friends always encourage me to go on recording your videos. Dream. We often see dream, dreamt, dreamt. Okay, so I have never dreamt about that. Fix. Let's fix a date for our meeting. Solve. I'll solve this problem. Sweep. Okay, so sweep, swept, swept, sweep, swept, swept. Irregular. I don't like sweeping the floor. I'm a bit lazy. Okay, book. We booked an apartment. Install. I installed a new program. Supply. They supply us with gas. Graduate. I graduated from a very good university. Involve. It involves lots of hard work. Guarantee. They can't guarantee it. Hurry. Hurry up. Shut. 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 So you see, irregular. They shut the door or they closed the door. Adapt. We adapted to these new conditions. Oh, I owe you a lot for your huge support. Threaten. It threatens our security. Okay, claim. He claimed that he wasn't guilty, so, okay. Ignore. So, you see, they ignore her. Okay, it's correct. I ignore her. They ignore her. It means they don't notice her. Yeah, one more example with claim. Claim. Yeah, he claimed that he wasn't guilty. Okay, next. So, the last 5 ones. Copy. Are you okay? So, aren't you tight? Don't copy it. Overcome. I'll overcome all the difficulties with your help. I mean that everything will be okay. So, risk. Don't risk your life. Correct. I'll correct your mistakes if you want it and if you make them. Misunderstand. So, this verb is in irregular like understand. So, misunderstand, misunderstood, misunderstood. I'm afraid you misunderstood me, but I really hope that you understood me correctly. I hope so, or let me hope so. Thanks a lot. See you. Bye. Hi, welcome to the channel English Professionally, and let's study irregular verbs with examples, really with lots of examples. I'm sure you like this idea, and let's look at top 10 irregular verbs, and I chose them especially for you. So the first one, be, was, were, been. Okay, so you know that we use the second form was or were in past simple tense, or we also call it past indefinite tense. So when do we use was and when do we use were? So I, he, she, it was, for example, there yesterday, and we, you, they were. For example, we were there yesterday, you were there yesterday, they were there yesterday. Okay, let's look at more examples. So you see, I was at school. I was at work. We were happy. They were with us. You were so sad. He was the winner. She was our hope. It was so interesting. Okay, let's look at been. So you know that we call the third form past participle, so we often use it with present perfect and passive voice. Present perfect and passive voice. Okay, so present perfect, how do we form this tense? So if you like, this idea, we can, make a playlist on tenses. It's okay, you just need to tell me about that. Okay, so present perfect, have, has plus past participle. So past participle is the third form. So be, it's the first form, was, were, is the second form. It's in other words past simple, and been is the third form. It's past participle. Okay, so I have been there many times. So if you have many times, you use present perfect. Okay, the next irregular verb, go, went, gone. Okay, I went to work, I went to school. We went there together. We went to the cinema, we went to the theater. Do you know when we went there last time? Okay, see, saw, seen. I saw it yesterday. We saw her in the park. Present perfect. Have, has plus past participle. We talked about it, so you know. I have seen it many times. Okay, you see many times. I have already seen it. So many times already, just, never, ever, yet tell us that we need to use present perfect. Okay, so let's go on. I have just seen it. I have never seen it. Have you ever seen it? I haven't seen it yet. Tell me when you saw her last time. 4. Say, said, said. He said it very loudly, or he said it very quietly. He said it again. He said that he lived in America. She said that it was the right idea. I said it although I didn't want it. Okay, so and some examples, you know, with passive voice, past simple passive voice. So it was said that it was very popular. So was plus past participle, say, said, said. So we took it from here. And present simple passive, it is said, all people do it. So is plus past participle, you know that we took it from here again. Okay, so 5, get, got, got. Okay, so I got a letter from her, or I got a message from her. I got her answer, I got her reply. He got a very expensive present. Get up. I got up very early. I got up very late. I got up at 7 o'clock in the morning. Get into. I got into a very difficult situation. So you know that get has lots of meanings, and we often meet get when we see different phrasal verbs, and get up and get into our phrasal verbs. You can also have a look at our playlist on phrasal verbs, and have a look at our great video 250 phrasal verbs, and I really hope you'll enjoy it. Okay, so 6, do, did, done. I did it again. I did my homework. She did housework. We did it perfectly, or we did it very well. So remember this phrase, do homework, do, and do housework. And some examples with passive voice. So past simple passive voice. How do we form it? Was, were plus past participle. Okay, so we have some examples. It was done very well, and it was done on time. Future simple passive. How do we form it? Will be plus past participle. It will be, and past participle is done. It will be done on time. Okay, next. Make, made, made. I made a mistake. So please remember these phrases, make mistakes and do homework. So you know that, I don't know why, but many students say so, oh, I did a very big mistake, so it looks so strange. Really, it's incorrect. So never say it. We say I made a mistake, or I made mistakes, I made lots of mistakes, or something like that, but not do. Make a mistake, do homework, do housework, but make mistakes. Okay, so he made website. So this verb, make has the meaning of a verb create, created. He made a website, or he created this website. And some examples with passive voice. So present simple passive. So how do we form it? Am is are plus past participle, so we have this example, it is made in China, or it is made in Japan, and past simple passive. So was, were plus past participle. For example, it was made in Italy. Okay, come, really, we often meet this verb, this regular verb. Come, came, come. They came to us. We came to the meeting. They came to the conference. He came back. She came back. And some examples with present perfect. So he has just come back. She hasn't come back yet. So we have just and yet, and they tell us that we need to use present perfect. Okay, and tell, told. He told me that I was right. He told her that there was a mistake. They told us this information. So tell something. Yeah, remember this. I think tell something. They told us to tell someone. I mean, they told us that too late. So we can't say they told that too late. No, told me, told us, told him, told them, and so on. So he told me, or he told us that it was a good idea, but you know that we can also say it without that. He told me it was a good idea, or he told us it was a good idea. He said that it was a good idea, or you can, skip that. You can say he said it was a good idea. Present perfect. So he has told us that that many times or so many times. Okay, yeah, and the last one before we look, at a very important thing, table of irregular verbs, as I would say so. So have had. So I had a very interesting idea. He had 2 cars. I had a flat in the center of the city. We had little money. They had lots of problems. Tell me something interesting. I had a lot to tell you, but I forgot it. And really, I think that you need to keep it in mind. But the most important thing is to be able to make up different sentences by yourself. And I think this practice is very important, and it really helps you. So that's why I make this kind of videos. That's why I'm here. Anyway, just let's revise it very quickly. So you see, be, was, were, been, go, went, gone, see, saw, seen, say, said, get, got, do, did, done, make, made, come, came, come, tell, told, have, had. Okay, thanks a lot. So, good luck. See you. Bye. Hi. Welcome to the channel English Professionally, and let's study irregular verbs with examples, really with lots of examples. I'm sure you like this idea, and let's look at top 10 irregular verbs, and I chose them especially for you. So the first one, be, was, were, been. Okay, so you know that we use the second form was or were in past simple tense, or we also call it past indefinite tense. So when do we use was and when do we use were? So I, he, she, it was, for example, there yesterday, and we, you, they were. For example, we were there yesterday, you were there yesterday, they were there yesterday. Okay, let's look at more examples. So you see, I was at school. I was at work. We were happy. They were with us. You were so sad. He was the winner. She was our hope. It was so interesting. Okay, let's look at been. So you know that we call the third form past participle, so we often use it with present perfect and passive voice. Present perfect and passive voice. Okay, so present perfect, how do we form this tense? So if you like, this idea, we can, make a playlist on tenses. It's okay, you just need to tell me about that. Okay, so present perfect, have, has plus past participle. So past participle is the third form. So be, it's the first form, was, were, is the second form, it's in other words past simple, and been is the third form, it's past participle. Okay, so I have been there many times. So if you have many times, you use present perfect. Okay, the next irregular verb, go, went, gone. Okay, I went to work, I went to school. We went there together. We went to the cinema. We went to the theater. Do you know when we went there last time? Okay, see, saw, seen. I saw it yesterday. We saw her in the park. Present perfect. Have, has plus past participle. We talked about it, so you know. I have seen it many times. Okay, you see many times. I have already seen it. So, many times already, just, never, ever, yet tell us that we need to use present perfect. Okay, so let's go on. I have just seen it. I have never seen it. Have you ever seen it? I haven't seen it yet. Tell me when you saw her last time. 4. Say, said, said. He said it very loudly, or he said it very quietly. He said it again. He said that he lived in America. She said that it was the right idea. I said it although I didn't want it. Okay, so and some examples, you know, with passive voice, past simple passive voice. So it was said that it was very popular. So was plus past participle, say, said, said. So we took it from here. And present simple passive, it is said. All people do it. So is plus past participle. Know that we took it from here again. Okay, so 5. Get, got, got. Okay, so I got a letter from her, or I got a message from her. I got her answer. I got her reply. He got a very expensive present. Get up. I got up very early. I got up very late. I got up at 7 o'clock in the morning. Get into. I got into a very difficult situation. So you know that get has lots of meanings, and we often meet get when we see different phrasal verbs, and get up and get into are phrasal verbs. You can also have a look at our playlist on phrasal verbs and have a look at our great video 250 phrasal verbs, and I really hope you'll enjoy it. Okay, so 6. Do, did, done. I did it again. I did my homework. She did housework. We did it perfectly, or we did it very well. So remember this phrase: do homework, do, and do housework. And some examples with passive voice. So past simple passive voice. How do we form it? Was, were plus past participle. Okay, so we have some examples. It was done very well, and it was done on time. Future simple passive. How do we form it? Will be plus past participle. It will be, and past participle is done. It will be done on time. Okay, next. Make. Make, made, made. I made a mistake. So please remember these phrases. Make mistakes and do homework. So you know that, I don't know why, but many students say so. Oh, I did a very big mistake, so it looks so strange. Really, it's incorrect. So never say it. We say I made a mistake, or I made mistakes, I made lots of mistakes, or something like that, but not do. Make a mistake. Do homework, do housework, but make mistakes. Okay, so he made website. So this verb, make has the meaning of a verb create, created. He made a website, or he created this website. And some examples with passive voice. So present simple passive. So how do we form it? Am is are plus past participle, so we have this example: it is made in China, or it is made in Japan, and past simple passive. So was, were plus past participle. For example, it was made in Italy. Okay, come. Really, we often meet this verb, this irregular verb. Come, came, come. They came to us. We came to the meeting. They came to the conference. He came back. She came back. And some examples with present perfect. So he has just come back. She hasn't come back yet. So we have just and yet, and they tell us that we need to use present perfect. Okay, and tell, told, told. He told me that I was right. He told her that there was a mistake. They told us this information, so tell something. Yeah, remember this thing, tell something. They told us tell someone. I mean, they told us that too late. So we can't say they told that too late. No, told me, told us, told him, told them, and so on. So he told me, or he told us that it was a good idea, but you know that we can also say it without that. He told me it was a good idea, or he told us it was a good idea. He said that it was a good idea, or you can, you know, skip that. You can say he said it was a good idea. Present perfect. So he has told us that that many times, or so many times. Okay, yeah, and the last one before we look, you know, at a very important thing, table of irregular verbs, as I would say so. So have had. So I had a very interesting idea. He had 2 cars. I had a flat in the center of the city. We had little money. They had lots of problems. Tell me something interesting. I had a lot to tell you, but I forgot it. And really, I think that you need to keep it in mind. But the most important thing is to be able to make up different sentences by yourself. And I think this practice is very important, and it really helps you. So that's why, you know, I make this kind of videos. That's why I'm here. Anyway, just let's revise it very quickly. So you see, be, was, were, been, go, went, gone, see, saw, seen, say, said, said, get, got, do, did, done, make, made, made, come, came, come, tell, told, have, had. Okay, thanks a lot. So, good luck. See you. Bye. Hi. Welcome to the channel English Professionally, and let's continue talking about irregular verbs, and this video is 20 irregular verbs with examples. Really, I'm sure that it's very important, you know, to learn irregular verbs with examples, with lots of examples, and that's what we're doing right now. Okay, so the first one, be, was, were, been. So when do we use was and when do we use were? I, he, she, it was. For example, I was at home, he was at home, she was at home, it was at home, and they were. We were at home, you were at home, they were at home. Okay, let's look at more examples. I was at the party. Everything was great. Okay, and when do we use the third form? So we use it with present perfect, have, has plus past participle. You know that we call the third form past participle. So been is a past participle. And we have this example, I have never been there. I have never been there. Okay, so you know that I think that you should have a look, you know, at our previous video. So 10 irregular verbs with examples, and you know, we actually mentioned lots of grammar points too. Okay, the second one, go, went, gone. Everything went perfectly. We went home after the meeting. See, saw, seen. I saw you yesterday. So yeah, and some examples with present perfect. How do we form present perfect? Have, has plus past participle. I have never seen such a beautiful girl. Say, said, said. He said it so unexpectedly. Yeah, and I have a question for you. When do we use past participle? So with present perfect and passive voice. Okay, so let's look at this example in past simple passive voice. It was said, at the right time and in the right place. 5. Get, got. I got a very interesting message. He got up very early. I got very important information. Do, did, done. I did my homework 2 hours ago. I did everything correctly. And past simple passive, you know that we form it this way. Was, were plus past participle. For example, it was done by him. It was done by him. Next, make, made, made. They make wine or they produce wine. So make means produce, create. He made so many mistakes and it was so surprising. Okay, present simple passive voice. Am is are plus past participle. It is made in Germany. 8. Come, came, come. She came to me. They came to the meeting. They have just come back. Just. Yeah. So we'll talk about it later, but first tell, told, told. So please compare these two sentences with just. He has just told me about that. So we use present perfect. And, let's look at the second sentence. I just wanted to tell you about that. So it's past simple. Yeah, we usually use just in present perfect, but if just has a meaning of only, for example, you can also say, I only wanted to tell you about that. So just, if just means only, so it's okay, to use it in past simple. So I think that rule is very important. Okay, have, had, had. They had a good time together. They had a great time together. I had one small problem. Okay, next. Understand, understood, understood. I understood you very well. They understood us without any problems at all. I'm so happy. I have just understood it. Eat, ate, eaten. I had breakfast. I ate breakfast. She hasn't eaten it yet. Past simple passive. Everything was eaten. Nothing was left. Drink, drank, drunk. I drank a cup of tea. He drank a glass of juice. He has just drunk a glass of wine. Speak, spoke, spoken. We spoke English yesterday. We spoke about that problem. I haven't spoken to her yet, or I haven't spoken with her yet. You know that we can say speak to, with, or talk to, with. So 15, read, read, read. Yeah, so the pronunciation is different. Read, but read, read. I read an English book yesterday. I read it online. I think you read it in the local newspaper. Have you ever read English books in the original? Really, have you ever done it? Write, wrote, written. She wrote it to me. I wrote a very long letter, and I was so exhausted in the end. I haven't written it down yet. Give, gave, given. She gave me this idea. He gave me this thing. Yes, and some examples, and yeah, just one more example. Yeah, in passive voice, past simple passive. So we form it this way: was, were plus past participle. So please have a look. This thing was. This thing means it. So we use was. It was. This thing was given to me by her. 18. Take, took, taken. I took him with me. She took $5,000 with her. All her things were taken by them. Okay, next, two more ones before our revision. Okay, so buy, bought, bought. I bought a flat in the center of the city. I bought a house. I bought a very expensive car. We bought it online, I often do it, and you? We haven't bought a new flat yet. We decided to put it off. Put off means postpone it, or we decided to do it later. Yeah, and 20. Feel, felt, felt. I felt good, everything was okay. She felt so bad. She looked depressed. Yeah, and so let's revise the forms of all these verbs. So be, was, were, been. Go, went, gone. See, saw, seen. Say, said, said. Get, got, got. Do, did, done. Make, made, made. Come, came, come. Tell, told, told. Have, had, had. Understand, understood, understood. Eat, ate, eaten. Drink, drank, drunk. Speak, spoke, spoken. Read, read, read. Write, wrote, written. Give, gave, given. Take, took, taken. Buy, bought, bought. Feel, felt, felt. Okay, so we can continue making new videos on irregular verbs. So I think that you can support this idea if you like it. Thanks a lot. See you. Bye.